I'm doing something new, and I am going to be doing my first ever book haul. Pretty pumped. I mean, I only have 4 books to present, and 3 of them are from like the same little set, but I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna be awesome. I got these books Wednesday, the 27th, and I am super pumped to be doing it because, like, I just want to see how this goes and if I like doing them. So before I get into what I'm getting into, the books I am presenting, some of them might have dark themes to it, and well, if you're under the age of 14, I don't recommend you reading some of these books because they might not be age appropriate for you. Unless you're someone who's like super mature like me, then you should totally try it and read it and all that nice stuff. But if you're not someone who's mature, or you're mature for your age, then don't read them. Because especially the last book I'm going to be talking about, it kind of is really dark and it can be sensitive to people. So I would not recommend anyone under the age of 14 reading the book. I would also say when the book's coming up because, yeah. So I'm going to get started and I'm super pumped. So let's see where this takes us. So I got all of these books at the Books Million that is around here. And I'll be getting new books mid-May, around that time, because my country bookshop is going to have this deal. It's like 30% off. So I'm going to go and I'm going to get a signed book because they have this section and it's autographed books. It's super cool. I already have one. It's so pretty. No, actually I have 2. Yeah, they're really pretty. I'll show you my book thief one later. But yeah, so I'm going to be getting new books soon and I'm super pumped, and I'll be reading the books I got now soon because I'm currently reading All Quiet on the Western Front in class. So the first book that I'm going to show is called The Book of David. And basically the Book of David is about a teenager who has a girlfriend and he's on the football team and his team's undefeated, he has a family, he has lots of friends, but he has a secret. And at one point he tells someone his biggest secret and it gets out. This book is based off the book Go Ask Alice. They kind of kept it a tradition, and it was published in, hold on, I need to check, 2014, and Go Ask Alice was published in the 1970s, and it's a tradition that has been leading up today, and I think that's really cool. I'm probably going to start with the one that is the newest and then read Go Ask Alice last, because I would like to see where it is now and like how it progresses from then. The other book is called Letting Go of Anna. Now, I can already tell just by the cover and the title what it's going to be about. Anna is also a slang term for anorexia. So, that, yeah. It's basically about a girl, and she's in high school, I think, and she's an athlete, and she thinks that she should drop a few pounds. Well, those few pounds ends up being a lot because she feels like she's in control and she has the capability of controlling something. She doesn't realize that she's starving herself to death. This is her journey and what she goes through, and she might die. I'm not sure. And the interesting thing about these 3 books that I'm going to talk about is that they're all read in like diary entries. So that's really cool too, because it's fresh and it's kind of personal too. Now, the other book is called Lucy in the Sky, and it's about this girl, and she's around high school age, and she goes to a party. She's known as like the good girl who has a good life, and you wouldn't think that she would go to a party and stuff. So she makes a mistake and she does something at the party. I'm not sure what, but I'm guessing either she does drugs, she sleeps with someone, or she becomes drunk. She gets drunk. and it's something that she didn't think could happen, and like she didn't think what she would choose could have a negative impact, but it does. And this is her way of talking through it. And I think what might happen is, this is just me predicting what's going to happen. I think she might have drank and then she drove and then she got in an accident. I feel like that might happen just by reading the back cover. That would make sense, and it is something that happens a lot with teenagers, because teenagers think it's okay to underage drink, and if you drink underage, then I'm not judging you. It's something that happens a lot. Now, the last book. This is a book that I've actually wanted for a really long time. It was back in February when I ran into it on Goodreads, and I had signed up for a giveaway. I wanted to be put it in this like thing, and they would pick a name and then they sent it. Well, I lost. And I went to Books A Million once and I saw the book, but I didn't have any money on me, so I didn't get it. And then I went again and it wasn't there. Well, I went on the 27th and guess what? It was there. And the book's called This Is Where It Ends. And it is about these teenagers in high school go to the auditorium. And yeah, basically it's the start of a new semester, and the principal is saying her speech to the students to say you need to excel and be excellent, yada yada yada, what a lot of principals tell their students, yada yada. Well, students get up to leave the auditorium, and the auditorium doors won't open. Then shooting starts, and this happens all within 5 minutes. The speech ends at 10 a.m., the shooting starts at 10:05 a.m. This book is told through 4 different perspectives, and it's something that I normally don't read things that are really thrilling, but it got my attention. And at first, it was actually the cover, because the cover is of, now a reminder, I saw this on a screen that was probably about, I saw the book and it was probably about this big. The cover is chalk, and it looks like something is running through it and the chalk's breaking, and then there's the dust. And the print right here is of chalk. So that was interesting from the start, because I've never really seen a cover like this. So I read some reviews on Goodreads, and I saw that it was like people were praising it. And then I read the like summary for it, and the summary got my attention right away. It was something that pulled me in, and I immediately got interested in it. So here's the thing. This book, I do not recommend. It even says on the open flap, young adult fiction, ages 14 and up. Because it's about a school shooting, and there's probably going to be violence in it. And it's probably have a bunch of emotional stuff in it. And I don't recommend this to anyone under 14, okay? Unless you're someone who's super mature. Because I'm someone who's super mature and I don't like fit in at school. But unless you're someone who's super mature, I recommend you don't read this book. You might either not understand it, you might not really get what it is. Understand good is the same thing. You might be disturbed by it. It might give you nightmares. Don't read this if you're under 14. Unless, as I said before, you're super mature. Like, you act like a high schooler and you're 13. Then you can read it. So, yeah. I'm excited to read this book. And I'll probably start with this one. And then I will read the diary books. And then I'll get the other diary books. And then I will go to the bookstore again in mid-May. And I will get new books. Super pumped. And then, yeah. I will definitely be making a review on this book. Because this book has a lot of potential. It can either be really good, medium, or really bad. It's somewhere, it's in between that area. So I'm excited, and I hope I did this right. So, until next time, when I have either something to rant, or I'm doing a reader's confessions, or I'm doing a review, until next time. Ta-ta!